Story.
Today, me and my group member Jamie Chen will be telling you and teaching you about the life of Matteo Ricci.
A brief biography of Matteo Ricci. Matteo Ricci was an Italian Jesuit priest and one of the founding figures of Jesuit China missions. He was a missionary to China who brought his mathematical and astronomical knowledge to China and adapted to Chinese culture. Matteo Ricci entered the Society of Jesus in 1571. Along with his studies in philosophy and theology, Ricci studied mathematics, cosmology, and astronomy. In 1578, the Jesuits sent Ricci on a mission to Asia. Ricci sailed to Macau, the Portuguese colony in South China, where he took an intensive language course mastering Chinese to perfection.
Entering China in 1583 with Michael Ruggieri, his Jesuit companion, Ricci dressed first in the clothing of a Buddhist monk and then later as a Confucian mandarin. Ricci's aim was to adapt to the customs of China to be more accessible. Ricci also brought with him Western clocks, musical instruments, mathematical and astronomical instruments, and cosmological, geographical, and architectural works with maps and diagrams. These, along with Ricci's phenomenal memory and mathematical and astronomical skills, attracted an important audience among the Chinese elite. In 1601, Ricci was the first Western missionary called to meet with the Emperor of Peking.
After Ricci's death, his decisions were questioned by church authorities. Especially questioned was Matteo Ricci's acceptance of Chinese ancestor worship as a legitimate, non-theological memorial to their ancestors that Catholic converts could practice. Later, missionaries, not schooled in Chinese culture, questioned this interpretation and brought their case to the Vatican. After decades of debate, in 1705, the Vatican decided that Chinese practice of ancestor worship rites was incompatible with Catholic doctrine and was forbidden. Hearing this, the Chinese emperor banned Christian missions from China in 1721, closing the door that Ricci worked so patiently to open.
What is Confucianism? Confucianism is a philosophical belief system that originated in China in about 500 BC. It is described as tradition, a philosophy, a religion, a humanistic or rationalistic religion, a way of governing, or simply a way of life. The concept of Confucianism is derived from the beliefs and teachings of a Chinese philosopher named Confucius.
Fundamental principles of natural law. Natural law is a system of law based on close observation of human nature and based on values intrinsic to human nature that can be deduced and applied independent of positive law. The natural law is ontological, which means based on being, the being in question being human beings. Our shared human nature is the basis for natural law morality.
The natural law is Catholic, which means universal. The fact that it is based on human nature makes it universally applicable to all humanity, regardless of culture or creed. The natural law is teleological, which means ordered to an end, that end being natural happiness in this life, and, through cooperation with God's grace, supernatural happiness in the life to come.